All right, let's talk about unlocking a real-life superpower. I'm serious. Are you ready to become what I call a super reader? Let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? You finish a whole page, maybe even a chapter, and you just stop. And you think to yourself, wait, what did I just read? It's like your eyes moved, but your brain just didn't get the memo. So frustrating. But don't worry, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today.
So, what's the magic ingredient here? It's something called reading comprehension. And look, this isn't about reading faster. It's about getting the meaning behind the words. It's the huge difference between just recognizing words on a page and actually understanding the story they're telling.
And you've got to believe me, this isn't just some boring school skill. It is a real-life superpower. Seriously, it's what helps you figure out a tricky math problem, follow a recipe without burning dinner, or even understand the instructions for a new video game. It's a power you use every single day.
Okay, so how do you get this superpower? Well, every hero needs their gadgets, right? Their toolkit. And becoming a super reader is no different. We're going to break down the 5 essential skills you need to have in your own personal toolkit.
First up in the toolkit, finding the big idea. This is all about finding the main point. Like, what's the one single thing the author really wants you to walk away with? When you can grab that, it's like building a coat rack in your brain. All the other little details have a place to hang, making them so much easier to remember.
You can just call it getting the gist, yeah? Imagine you had to text a friend what a whole article was about in one sentence. That sentence? That's the main idea.
All right, tool number 2, spotting the small things. So if the main idea is the skeleton, the details are, well, they're everything else. They're the muscle, the skin, the cool clothes. They're the proof, the evidence that makes the main idea actually believable and interesting.
Basically, you're noticing the clues. All those little bits of information, they're the evidence. A true super reader knows these small things are actually super important.
Okay, now for a really cool one. Skill number 3 is reading between the lines. See, authors don't always say exactly what they mean. They leave little breadcrumbs. Your job is to take those clues, mix them with what you already know about the world, and figure out the hidden meaning. It's like a puzzle.
Yep, you got it. You're being a detective. You're piecing together the evidence to crack the case of what the author is actually saying. This makes reading way more fun and active.
And we're staying in detective mode for our 4th skill, being a word detective. So you're reading along and bam, you hit a word you've never seen before. What do? Instead of stopping and grabbing a dictionary, which totally ruins the flow, you look at the words around it for clues. It's a total game changer for building your vocabulary on the fly.
It's like cracking the code. The rest of the sentence is your secret decoder ring. The clues are almost always right there.
And the last tool for our kit, putting things in order. I mean, this one sounds simple, but it is so important. It's all about knowing what happened first, what came next, and then what happened after that. Whether you're reading a story or instructions, getting this sequence right is everything. Otherwise, you'll get totally lost. Think of it as following the map. You wouldn't just skip a step in the directions, right? Same thing here. You got to follow the path the author laid out for you. All right, so we have our 5 skills, but I get it. They can sound a little abstract. So, to make sure these powers really stick in your brain, we're going to use some super fun and easy analogies. Think of them as little memory tricks. First up, the nacho analogy. Okay, picture a big plate of nachos. The plate itself, that's just the topic, like dogs. The chips, those are the main idea. They're the base of the whole thing, right? Like, dogs make great pets. And all the yummy stuff on top, the cheese, the guac, the jalapenos, those are the delicious details. They're what make it all so good. And for that whole reading between the lines thing, let's be a weather detective. You look outside, you see dark clouds, you feel a cool wind. Nobody has to tell you, hey, it's gonna rain. You just know. You use the clues to infer it. Well, that's exactly what you do when you read. You use the author's clues to figure things out. Okay, you've got the tools, you've got the memory hacks. Now, what's every superhero story need? A training montage. Cue the music. Because yeah, becoming a super reader takes a little bit of practice. So here's how you can strengthen those brain muscles. And this is a super simple plan. First, just read. Every day. Even just 20 minutes is an amazing workout for your brain. Second, get curious. As you're reading, ask yourself little questions like, who did that? Or why did that happen? And third, try to summarize what you just read.
either out loud to yourself or to a friend. If you can explain it in your own words, you definitely understood it.
But why are we doing all this training? I mean, what's the point? Let's bring it all back to the real world, because I promise you, you are already using these superpowers all the time, probably without even realizing it.
Just think about it for a second. Solving a math word problem, that's comprehension. Following a recipe to bake cookies, that's comprehension. Figuring out what your friend really means in a text message, yep, that's comprehension too. See, it's not just for books, it's for everything.
Okay, to bring this all together, here is your official Super Reader cheat sheet. This is a great little summary of everything we've talked about. You've got finding the big idea, spotting the small things, reading between the lines, being a word detective, and putting things in order. Keep this handy. It's a perfect recap.
And that's really it. That's the toolkit. You've got the skills, you've got the strategies, you are officially equipped to understand pretty much anything you read.
So, I'll just leave you with this one thought. Now that you have these tools, this amazing superpower, what world are you going to unlock first? A great novel? A fascinating science article? The choice is totally yours.